Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the beginning of Season 2 of the NCAA 14 Footy-Ball Relegation Dynasty. If you'll recall from the end of last season, we are the current national champions. And it's taken me a long time to put this one together, simply because it's taken me a long time to kind of go through the ramifications of that, because having a team in the trash division kind of win it all like that kind of broke all of the call-ups and call-downs, so I had to go through and I had to figure out how I was going to pull that off. And I did. It actually ended up being that most divisions actually ended up with 4 teams moving up and down. So it came out to be a little bit more of a mix-up than I thought. But it is what it is. Made it work. So we're going to run with that. Now, for the off-season, just a quick summation. We got a lot of people on board, 18 new recruits, I believe. Managed to keep 2 juniors from declaring the draft by telling them that they will not regret finishing their degree. And there were a lot of changes, not the least of which is we have new offensive and defensive coordinators this year. So we're going to go ahead and go through everything here. And the first thing we're going to do, because it's highlighted down at the bottom, is get a skill upgrade. So let's see. So we're at the front of the year. Oh, I completely overhauled my tree because I took all the points from here and put them over here. And put them other places that are going to help me right now as opposed to in the off season. So go there, and then we can start working this as we get closer to the end of the season. So you can see I've already plugged in stuff for my new defensive coordinator and offensive coordinator, which were both fired head coaches from other schools. So that was an interesting turn of events. So there is number 1. Now number 2 is we're going to do our schedule here. Now we should have room to do this. Alright, cool. So there are a number of teams that we're going to play, not necessarily ones that are in the top 25, but I went through and looked at teams' overalls, and we're basically going to earn our keep here. I'm going to schedule the hardest teams that I can. So, well, there's a caveat with that. Because our offensive and defensive coordinators got hired off to work at other schools. Our offensive coordinator is now the head coach over at Ole Miss, and our defense coordinator is now the head coach over at Iowa. So we're going to make sure that those 2 teams are on our schedule and just absolutely annihilate them, because that's what I do when I have coaches leave. But there are a bunch of other teams that are I have picked out that are pretty high in the overall category, so we're going to see if we can schedule them, and Nebraska is one of those, so we're going to head and do that. Let's see. Buffalo's not one of those teams, so we're going to revert that to open, and let's look at week 2. Can I get either of my... No, I can't get Ole Miss or Iowa that week. Let's see if I can get any of my other ones. So, can I get BYU? I can. So, we're starting off hot here. Michigan was not one of the ones on that list. Let's go open and let's look at week 3. Let's see, Ole Miss or Iowa? Oh, there's Iowa, so we're doing that. We're going to make that a home game. I want bye week. I want that bye week to be up there, so we're going to leave it early. Let's see. I got Ole Miss still. There they are. Sweet. You know, we'll open on the... No, we're gonna beat one of them at home. All right. not Georgia State. Let's see if I can get any of the other ones on my list here. Let's see, so I'm looking for, let's see, is USC available this week? No. UMass is available this week. They're our rivals, so well, I'll go ahead and plug that one in because we didn't play them last year. Let's see. Now let's actually get to the rest of them. I can't play USC. And none of these guys were on my list. So let's actually just make that unopen for right now. Let's check out this one. Central Michigan isn't on there, but I might have to compromise and go with them. Let's see. Well, this is interesting. Because, yeah, Ohio, like, the teams on my list here are USC, Notre Dame, Ohio State, Georgia Tech, Georgia, Nebraska I already scheduled, Mississippi State, Stanford, and Oklahoma. And I have none of those here. Alright, well. I wonder. Did I have any of those other guys up here? It appears not. Oh, Stanford's here. And that's the only one? So I don't see Georgia, I don't see Georgia Tech. I didn't see them. Oh, no, Georgia Tech's here. I wonder, can I get BYU in a different week? There we go. Alright. So one of these is going to have to stay open. Alright, Ohio State's already on our schedule. I already have 12 games. Alright. Well, let's go open again. Let's do this. Actually, I wonder. These are probably just military schools, right? Nope, no, nobody. Interesting. Alright. I want to make sure this is a home game. I'll just reconfigure everything in a minute. Let's check week 7. Doesn't look like I have any of those guys on my list there. Oklahoma is on here, so that could work. Mississippi State, okay. Number 10 ranked Mississippi State, by the way. Let's see, I already have Ohio State on here, so let's see. I have BYU. I don't have USC. Can I get them on the schedule? Although I did see Notre Dame here, and they are on my list. Western Kentucky, you are not on my list. Alright, BYU, Notre Dame, Ohio State, Georgia Tech, Mississippi State. Did I throw Stanford up there? I think I did. No, I didn't. Stanford's one I can look for. UMass is on there. Oklahoma's on there. So I got a couple of choices left. Let's see if we can find somebody. Georgia, okay. North Carolina State, you're not up there. USC is up there, though. Alright. I have oh no, I have room for one more game, actually, I think. Nope, I already have 12 games on the schedule. Never mind. Is this where I want my my off weeks to be? I don't think I have a choice, though, if I want the schedule that I have. Alright, so let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 road games and 5 home games, so I need to flip something. So let's see. What do I want to be a home game? One of these I can flip, but I need more home games at the end. So we'll do back-to-back homes in weeks 13 and 14. That seems like I'll do that. I want Notre Dame at home. Mainly because I don't want to listen to their fight song over and over and over again, because I think they're one of the ones that basically every time they get a first down, they start playing it. So I don't want to hear that. All right, 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 home, 6 road. I think we're gonna run with this. So yeah, we're gonna earn our keep as the national champions. So the next thing is to redshirt players. Now, like I said, we've got some new people. Nobody has quarterback, so, and everybody's been redshirted already. Same thing with halfbacks here. Fullback, Joel's back. So we have a couple of freshman receivers here. No, I'm going to leave all these guys in place, just in case I start taking some injuries. And I'm not going to redshirt him because he's the best one on the team. They're fine. Don't want to redshirt any of those guys. I'm going to redshirt you. It's a redshirted freshman though, and he's a senior. You know what? I'm going to do something wild. I'm going to put him on the bench for a year. That way he can improve and come back once the senior leaves. That may not be the best choice, but that's the choice I'm going with. 3 there, 3 there. I can afford to redshirt 1. There's too much of a drop-off between those two. I'm going to leave that alone. DTs. I might actually go back to a 4-3. Yeah, I have a 77. This is a JUCO that I picked up here. 77 overall. I mean, granted, if it's 3-4, he's just going to be right in the center. But if I'm running like a... If I'm running a weird set, he may not get in, which... I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I may actually go back to like a 4-3, some kind of base like that, but we'll see. Linebacker's not benching him. There's too much of a drop-off there. I really don't want to risk that. And same thing there. Whatever. I can put him down. It's only 4 overall difference. This is one of my great pickups there. 77 overall with 92 speed. Free safeties. You're gonna sit. Strong safety. You. Kickers are good. Punters are good. Alright, there we go. Red shirt's down. Depth chart will hopefully take care of itself. Because I don't know if it's removed the red shirts from the depth chart or not. Yeah, it starts to do weird things just because it kind of goes by overall and not really by position. So if somebody overall is better at a position, it'll just put them there. I'm going to let the computer worry about that. I'm not going to be too concerned. Alright, last but not least, we're going to set up a recruiting board. And jump to recruiting. Not going to make a prospect. Yeah, that's something I've never actually done in this game before. With as much as I've played this thing, that's not one thing I've actually done. Okay. what does it say my team needs are? Running back and defensive tackle. Okay. Alright. Well, let's start with interest. Who's interested? Some decent talent is interested. Alright, you know what? Not on my list, but I'll take you. DTs are on my list. Defensive end could do the same job. I'm liking the fact that all these guys don't have any other competing schools right now, so that's kind of handy. You. Corner and athlete. Quarterback, sure. 4-3-8, that's pretty quick. And then 4-4-4, so one of those guys might be a good running back. Tackle, yeah. Offensive line, I'm always happy to pick up offensive linemen. Man, I might get this done just with the people that are interested, and these are all first spot. T 440, okay, yeah. 430, that's a wide receiver, and I can't get him anyway. It could be like that could be something. Another end. What have you got so far? 17. Clearly, I don't think I'm going to land all of these guys, but it's always good to have options. Especially when you have a lot of options. Yeah, now we're into 3 stars. That's fine. More squat, a little slower. Could be good, but who knows. Of course, the big thing with this is that, you know, regardless of their lock percent, you know, there's almost always going to be people coming after these guys. Wow, there are a lot of people interested. Let's go down to second. Because I'm not interested in 2 stars. Especially since so many of them are deal breakers. Why are they deal breakers? Like, oh, proximity to home. Oh, is that what most of these guys are? Is proximity to home? Because I'm out in the middle of New England. Nobody wants to come up there. And it's wild seeing all these low percentages. I mean, this is usually what happens when you have teams with low overalls. It's like you get like people that are starting the season 0% locked, 1% locked. It's very bizarre. I'll target the 2 of you, sure. Let's do it by position now. You're definitely faster than him. Better bench, better squat, better everything, so that actually might be better. Running backs. Yeah, I want faster guys, not necessarily stronger guys. I probably will need a fullback eventually, so sure, you're on the board. .38, okay. Tight ends, I got a couple on the board, that's fine. 3 tackles up there, 3 guards up there. No centers, but that's fine. Wow, looks like the... interesting. Plenty of DTs. There's another one up there. Got a couple ends there too. Not many the outside linebackers. A lot of middle linebackers, though. Target a couple of those because they can move to the edges pretty effectively. A couple of cornerbacks targeted. Grab a free safety, put them on the board. I'll take a look at them short because I don't think I'm going to need a kicker or a punter at this point, because I got those guys pretty covered right now, so we'll leave that. There are my guys, but now I can only scout. So now I gotta think of who to be most efficient with, so I'll start here. Nice. That's nice. Okay, improvement is always good. There's a bust. That's not good. Down one. And another bust. Alright, well, at least out of this list I know who I'm targeting. Alright, let's look at those athletes. This looks like maybe a corner, where the yeah, 81 man, 83 zone, 84 press, strength 42, 91 speed. Yeah, this is a defensive player. This could he could work as a running back possibly. 94 speed, 92 excel, 73 carrying, good juke moves, but he could play coverage too. We'll have to see if I can pick him up, but I think he's definitely going to be a target. 70 strength. Oof. Maybe a fullback or a tight end. Where's his catch? 63. Okay, not bad. So 3 looks like offensive players out of those guys. Alright, 550 points. Let's look at some of these guys here. Not bad. I already scouted the DTs. A lot of adjustment there. Whew, 97 speed. Nice. I think that's a big circle there for somebody I want to target. Now, I didn't look at the ends though. 80 overall, 80 overall. Wow. Okay. How about quarterback? -3 overall. Interesting. Offensive lineman +2. Okay. Another bust. Okay, another +3. I've only got 2 scouts left, so I should be careful here. Let's look at the linebackers. Alright, 72. Actually, I'm curious. Oh, he's a bust. Wow. Wow. Okay. Alright. Okay, well, there's my scouting done for the week, so I can't do much more. At least not here. So I think that gives us everything we need. Right, I already set the schedule. Red-shirted people. Set up the recruiting board. Did my upgrades, so I believe we are all set to start the season. And here's a quick preview of our very first game of the season against number 19 Nebraska. You can see that they are, on paper, better than us. And that's the idea. Like I said, we're going to be earning our keep this season by playing as many hard games as we can. So we'll see if my skill and my roster here can pull off another successful season as defending champions. And we'll see how things roll from here. But that'll be for next time. So join us then, and I'll see you then.